Hi, Sally here, and I am going to try my hand at a messy canvas or a reverse stencil, however you want to look at it. I'm cutting my vinyl out on my Cricut right now, but I'm going to paint my canvas. So I kind of wanted to do like a rainbow kind of going down. I'm just using this Craftsmart paint from Michaels. So I have pink, coral, and then I didn't like the way yellow looked in the set I had, so I'm going to use this bright gold, but not in a, I wanted to do stripes down, but I'm just going to kind of maybe marble the gold through. And then I have a metallic green, Mediterranean blue, and lavender. So my idea is to do stripes down. So I think I'll try to keep my sides clean. So I just have some little plates here that I'll just put some paint on, and a paper towel and some water to clean my brush. So just start with the pink. So there's 5, so I think I'll do about 2-inch stripes. So I think, since it's a messy canvas look, I don't think I need to do perfect. Let's see, what does 2 inches look like? Let's be about down to there. Okay, that will do for the pink. Now for the coral. Oh, did I shake it up? So this is going to be for my orange. Again, the orange I had was too bright. I didn't like it. Let's see how far down, about to there. I'll kind of blend it a little bit, I think. All right. Time for the green. Okay, I'm going to let this dry a little bit and then use some of the gold to maybe make it look marbly-ish. So we'll let that dry for a little bit, and then I'll come in with a thin brush and try and get some of that, some gold accents in there. So I'll let that dry and be back. So for the gold paint, I am going to use a round brush, and I hope that my canvas is dry enough that this will work. I don't know how it will look, but I'm just going to draw some lines. So I better stop, leave well enough alone. I guess if I don't like it, it's okay, because I've had this canvas for a real long time. It is what it is. So I guess if I hate it, I can paint over it and start again. So I'm going to let this dry overnight, and then tomorrow I will do the reverse stencil part. So I'll be back. So I designed this cut file in Cricut Design Space just using a variety of fonts. It's real hard to see on the black, but one of the fonts did not cut out well. So I went in and I changed that line to a different font. So I'm going to attempt, once I get this weeded and get it on some transfer tape, to put just this line where it belongs. So hopefully that works. So I'm just going to weed this, and then I'll get it on some transfer tape. So I hope it weeds okay. Now that my scripture is weeded, I've got some transfer tape here that I've cut to the same size as my backing sheet here. So this was on a roll, so it's kind of screwy here. So I'm just going to take off the backing. Oh good, it didn't stay all. Let's see, maybe if I hold that with my elbows. Maybe if I start from the bottom. I want to get the grid lines on there kind of straight. Maybe, let's see, if I hold that end down with something. I should have only released half maybe if I fold it backwards. There we go. I want to get the grid lines straight so that it will be easier. And, well, that's not very straight, is it? It'll work, though. I'll figure it out. I wanted to be able to get my other line in there a little bit easier. So I'll just burnish this down. Oh dear, hope I don't have any stray little bits of vinyl. Okay, I'll take this backing off. Get it onto the transfer tape. Oop. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see. I can kind of see through, so maybe if I just lay this on here. I need to figure out where the very ends are. Oop. is in a good spot. Let's see what that looks like. Well, looks pretty good. We're gonna just call it okay. Here's my canvas. I'm not happy about this. I should have watched a video about how to do marble veining or something, but I'm hoping that such small amounts will show that it won't look like I have golden worms squirming around my canvas, which is what it looks like now. But we're just gonna be okay with it. And if not, I'll just redo the whole thing. Okay, so now I have to get this on here. All right, so go grab my scraper tool. This you really want on there really good. So I'm going to do it from the front, and since it's a canvas and there's no support in the center, I'm going to flip it and do it from the back. I am going to hope that that's on there good. Okay. Take off the transfer tape. Where's my backing? Oh, there's my backing. It's already not showing promise. Oh dear. This is not staying down. My craft blade here to just kind of, it's sticking real good to the transfer tape, but not as well to the canvas. Ooh, that's not good. Come on. Shoot. Oh, well, I'll peel this off camera and be back. Finally got all the transfer tape off. Tip, don't burnish your transfer tape that much, okay? Because, wow, that was a huge challenge. So I'm going to flip it over and use my scraper and burnish the vinyl to the canvas. Because, man, was that transfer tape stuck to that vinyl. Holy cow. That took me probably close to an hour to get rid of that. Let's see. I'm going to take the backing to the vinyl and just use it as a protector thing and burnish. Because I know I want this vinyl really stuck. Because I do not want paint to seep under. Especially where, you know, these are so thin. Really not sure how this will turn out, but we will give it a whirl. Okay, just look. Alright, so I'm going to grab my stuff to paint and be right back. So I have this kind of stencil-y brush. Not sure it's a stencil brush, but it's pretty hard, you know. So I'm just gonna, I have my white Craft Smart paint here. put that on there. I'm just gonna put it on this plate and just dab on, and I think less will be better. I think that's probably too much right there. That is covered. And I think I would like to do a second coat. So I'm going to let this dry and then just do a second coat. So I'll be back when that's done. Now that the second coat is dry to the touch, I didn't let it dry bone dry, I just let it dry to the touch. It is time to peel off the vinyl. This step was definitely the most satisfying. It's really fun to see that color come through when you peel it up. So I just was using my Cricut weeding tool and just was peeling off all that vinyl. And I really like how it turned out. The gold veining that I tried, you could see hints of gold in some of the letters, and so I was glad that I didn't worry about it too much, because it definitely does not look marbled, but it's nice to have those hints of gold in there. Now, it was definitely easiest to weed the scripted letters that were all hooked together, because they were hooked together, but not all of the letters are crisp and clean, but you can definitely read them all. And so, paint got under some of the letters, but you can't really tell unless you're looking. So I am really happy with how it turned out. So just peeling off my last little bit here. And that is that. Yay! So as I said, some paint did get under some of the letters, so you can see that not all of them are perfectly crisp, but you can definitely still read all of the words. So that's it. Thank you.